Okay, looking at physical and chemical properties. Matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. So mass is the amount of matter in something. Volume is the amount of space something occupies. So which of the following is matter? A car, a box, you, and the air. You can go ahead and check that off on your note sheet. Which one do you think is matter? The answer is they're all matter. Okay, matter is anything that has mass and takes up space. Chemistry is the study of matter and how it changes. A substance is a single kind of matter that is pure, meaning it always has a specific makeup or composition. Table salt is an example of a substance. It's always made up of NaCl, one molecule of sodium and one molecule of chloride. It's always exactly the same, or it's not table salt. That makes it a substance. Okay, like water, H2O, it's always the same. Okay, that is a substance. What is a property? A property is a characteristic of a substance that can be observed. So anything that you can see, feel, taste, smell, those are properties. Physical properties are a property that can be observed without changing the identity of the substance. So examples of those would be like luster. Luster is talking about like how shiny an object is. Malleability, if it can be flattened out into a thin sheet. An example of that would be like aluminum foil. Okay, aluminum has been flattened out, so it's malleable. Ductility is another one, the ability to be stretched into a wire, like copper. Copper has ductility. The melting point, the boiling point, density, and solubility. Those are examples of examples of physical properties, along with color, smell, all of those things, kind of like our qualitative observations. Those would be physical properties. Also, density is the amount of mass per unit of volume. It can be used to identify the substance. Every substance has its own density, like the density of water is 1 gram per milliliter. The water is always the same. Every milliliter of water is equal to 1 gram. All other objects have a density that can help you identify what they are. Some special physical properties like melting point, the temperature that a substance changes from a solid to a liquid at a given pressure. So like water would go from a solid to a liquid at 32 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, it would melt at that point. Boiling point is the temperature that those substance changes from a liquid to a gas. Okay, so if you've got water in a pot, it's going to start changing from water to gas into water vapor in the air at 212 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay, that's water's specific properties. Okay, other substances are going to have different boiling points and melting points. Chemical property is a property that can be observed by changing the identity of the substance. Okay, two things: flammability, and it can react with other substances. Okay, those are the two chemical properties. Those are the only two. Okay, if it's flammable or it will react with other substances. And a common one that you might see would be like rusting. Okay, a metal would rust when it's exposed to oxygen and water. Okay, that's a reaction with another substance. Okay. The law of conservation of mass. Matter is not created or destroyed during any chemical or physical change. So when you take an ice cube and it melts and it turns into liquid, you would have the same mass as frozen water or as the puddle of liquid. They would be the same mass. Nothing has changed. It has not gone anywhere. So no matter was lost. That's the law of conservation of mass. It can't just disappear. Okay, it's either gone into the air or it's there, right there in the same area. Okay, like the ice melting into a liquid. If we had that in a bowl, it would be in the same spot. Okay, that's the law of conservation of mass. Okay, make sure you fill in your notes, and if you have any questions, be sure to ask me.